beautiful Temecula, bringing you a message of love like always. I wanted to talk about the time that we are about to enter. We've been actually in the cusp of Aquarius for some time now, since 2013, when the Mayan calendar finished. We go through these cycles every 6,000 years. We enter a new time. So we've been in the time of Pisces for a long time, and now we're entering the time of Aquarius. And the actual date for the new time of Aquarius, which is light, which is love, which is truth, is February 2nd, 2/2. So it's actually 2/2/2/2. So that equals 8, which is infinity. It is a, some people call it a portal. But what it is, it's that we're actually now going to be in the light on that day. And we will stay in that light for some time. Now, if we go back to Revelations, scripture, it tells us that we will be in the light. We will be in the love, in paradise for 1,000 years. So it is a very, very crucial time as everybody's waking up, and we're waking up to the truth, and the truth is love, and that love is the only way. Today is Sunday, and I go to this amazing little community church in Temecula, and they're amazing. I guess they will say that they're Christian, but they do things more of a community, different people that think differently. At the end, no matter how you think, as humans, we all want the same thing. We want love and security, but we think differently, right? And this community church is pretty amazing because they think outside the box. They don't just go with scripture, but they put everything together. And as we're evolving as humanity as well, we're understanding so much now. Basically, all truth, all love is leading to this one bridge where we're at right now. So things are uniting. So for example, scripture is something that's been written for 6,000 years. Science now is proving it. Like, for example, the different dimensions. There's just so much, and we're coming to this truth. And this community church today was talking about how you know, there's different types of human beings. You know, we're all human beings, but we're wired a little bit different, right? That's what makes us unique. And you know, we have our brain, you know, which is our head, where we calculate things, we learn things, and we lead with our head. So some people lead with their head. Some people lead with their heart, which is more of a very feeling way. They just kind of feel their way through life. And then we have they called it the head, the heart, and the hands. So the hands is the doers, kind of more of like the people that just go with it. They just do what they know what to do, and that could be passed on from generation to generation. So that's kind of like our lower doing, you know, instead of just the being, right? So heart is being, hands are more doing and actually taking action. So it doesn't mean that one or the other are right. We actually need a complete balance. God gave us all these tools so that we can navigate this experience. As human beings, we feel our way through things, but God gave us a brain, God gave us a head, so that we can really look at things and look at the consequences, and not just with the feeling, because you could have a good feeling and a bad feeling, and you can justify it either way, and whatever choice you do, that's the consequence you're going to have. So that's why God gave us a head, so we can, you know, calculate things and learn things, so that we can navigate our feelings. And then the knowing, the doing, we need to do things, right? And we need to learn from our ancestors. This is kind of like our roots, our DNA, the knowing. It's been passed from one generation to another, because whether you believe in reincarnation or not, the truth is that we are the descendants of this lineage from the beginning of time, and it's in our DNA. A lot of people, I could say that for me, I believe that our soul has been reincarnated many times to learn many, many lessons. But again, those are just whatever you know, however you look at it. Again, we need everything in order to have a godly experience. And I say godly because God is in us, and for us to really take advantage of everything that God has given us, this paradise, right? Because we make it. Things are going to happen, yes, and some people are going to say, well, there's really bad things that happen in the world. How is that paradise? Well, things are going to happen, but we're going to act accordingly. And if we lead with our heart and have that balance of love and use our tools that God gave us and what we know, then we'll make the right choice, and we'll stop making those choices out of anger, out of control, out of fear, and we'll start doing things correctly. We've been in a time of darkness and leading with doers. We've been in a masculine realm for 6,000 years, and now we're entering a female realm. It doesn't mean that now we're all going to be female. It's just that we're going to have the balance, as yes, we have the balance this way, head, heart, and hands, but we also have the female and male in our brain, which is the dark and the light, and we can't have one or the other, one without the other. It's a balance. So now that we're coming into this a realm with woman is the creator, the one that gives birth, it is the mother, it is a healer, it is the person that loves. And we all have that within us, right? It's that nature that we have to love, to nourish, and that comes from woman, and that comes from one part of your brain. And now we're going to learn to balance it out, right? And that's what we're doing. We're going to have to really explore the love and the healing, because we've been neglecting that. We've been in the head and in the doing, right? And so now we have to have that balance, right? We're entering this new time. And in this new time, many, 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 many souls are awake, and they know this truth, right? Because I'm not the only one that knows this. I'm not the only one that's awake. I'm not the only one on a mission. We all are, but at different times, right? So you have to understand that so many of us are awake, that if your words come out one way and your actions are another, we see the difference. We're in a time of feeling, seeing, and doing. And when we do that, we see everything for what it is and the truth. So it's time to really live your truth. Start using everything that God gave you and forget about what everybody else thinks of you, and live your truth. Because until you live your truth, you're going to be fighting with demons and programs and things that happen along the way that aren't your organic self, right? And so we are in a time of truth and love. So I want you to be ready. I want you to be prepared. And I want to just tell you that the truth is we're entering a beautiful time. The more people wake up, the better this world is going to be, and the faster it's going to happen. And God is just so amazing, because He can move mountains. He can move anything, right? The planets move. And this is why we know we're entering these new times, because the planets are shifting, and we're moving into a different time. So we're getting these energy fields from God, right? The Creator, so that we can wake up and remember who we are. So that's where we're at, guys. So get ready for 2222. And that is a beautiful time of love and truth, and that's literally around the corner, guys. Just prepare, connect, and just remember that nothing will be accepted unless it's love. Nothing lower than love. If it's not love, we will not accept it. And that is the new time and the promise of love and light. Because remember that we, as human beings, we have to be accountable for our actions and the choices we make along the way. So things will present, and you will act accordingly, right? And so we're the ones that are going to say no more. We're not going to put up with that. We're not going to allow that. You know what? This is not okay, that you're hurting someone. And we're going to step in, and we're going to step up to our beliefs, which our beliefs are all these connections that we have with God, and God tells us what's right and what's wrong, right? So we're not going to allow all the injustice in the world, right? But we're also not going to focus on that. We're going to live accordingly, right? We're going to live purposeful, and we're going to help one another along the way. God will put people along the way that we need to lend a hand, or vice versa. God is like that. He puts people in our path. God lives through us, right? God, you can see God through people, through things like organic, beautiful things. Oh, and my beautiful friend is here. How are you? My beautiful Karina is here from Karina's Secret Garden. This is where I'm doing the video today, guys. You guys have to come see us, because I'm going to be here too, sharing beautiful messages on a regular. I'm actually going to rent a spot over here. My beautiful Karina. Oh, look at this beauty.
Welcome, everyone. Come.
Yes,
Thank you for sharing your wisdom.
Oh, I love you. She has these beautiful plants, and you guys can be a plant mom or dad. I'm gonna have to make a whole video just about plants, but yes, come check her out. Come check out the gallery. Come join us. I'm gonna be here as often as I can, but again, I got sidetracked with the message. Just, you know, just be present, guys, and just be love, and let's just be thankful and grateful and acknowledge everything that we have, all these gifts, and start loving and doing our purpose, okay? And your purpose is going to look different from everybody else's, and that's the beauty of it, that God made everybody so uniquely different but the same, that we're going to appreciate all those different, you know, gifts that people have. So again, the message here and always is love and light and truth. So sending you a lot of love and light. Bye-bye, guys.